In a forgotten corner of a small, unassuming town, stood the Hillcrest Inn. For decades, it was just another aging establishment, its walls holding countless untold stories. But in 1998, its narrative took a sinister turn, etching itself into local legend. That year, the Hillcrest Inn gained a terrifying reputation, one whispered in hushed tones. It was a reputation born from the inexplicable horrors that unfolded within the confines of a single room, Room 309. Guests who dared to occupy that room were later found lifeless. Their bodies bore no marks, no signs of struggle, no apparent cause of death. Yet, their faces told a different, horrifying tale. Each victim was discovered with eyes wide open, dilated pupils fixed on some unseen terror. Their mouths were frozen mid-scream, a silent testament to their final, agonizing moments. The sheer terror etched upon their features was enough to curdle the blood. The local authorities were baffled, unable to explain the gruesome phenomenon. The medical examiners found nothing, absolutely nothing, to account for the sudden, violent cessation of life. It was as if fear itself had become a physical assailant. The hotel, unable to escape the shadow of these unspeakable events, shut its doors shortly after the incidents. The town collectively breathed a sigh of relief, hoping to bury the memory of Room 309 forever. For decades, the inn stood abandoned, a decaying monument to its dark past. Room 309, in particular, remained untouched, its doors sealed, its secrets festering within. Dust gathered, cobwebs spun, but the chilling atmosphere never dissipated. The air around the inn grew heavy with unspoken dread, a palpable sense of lingering malevolence. Locals would avert their gaze, quickening their pace when passing the derelict structure. The legend of Room 309 became a cautionary tale, a whisper in the wind. Years later, against all reason and better judgment, the Hillcrest Inn reopened its doors. A new owner, perhaps oblivious or simply foolhardy, sought to erase its grim history with a fresh coat of paint. But some stains run deeper than plaster. It was then that a young, ambitious paranormal vlogger named Rafik caught wind of the old legend. Known for his daring investigations into the supernatural, Rafik saw an opportunity to confront the chilling tales of Room 309 head-on. He craved the thrill, the validation, the views. He meticulously planned his visit, securing a booking specifically for Room 309. His followers, a dedicated legion of horror fans and skeptics alike, buzzed with anticipation. This was to be his most ambitious, most terrifying live stream yet. Rafik's intention was clear, to spend an entire night in the infamous room, documenting every moment. He would stream his experience live, sharing every creak, every shadow, every whisper with his global audience. He believed in transparency, in showing the raw, unfiltered truth. He prepared his equipment with meticulous care, high-definition cameras, sensitive audio recorders, EMF detectors. He was ready to capture proof, to either debunk the legend or confirm its horrifying reality. He was ready to face whatever lurked within those walls. His excitement was palpable, a nervous energy that crackled through his pre-stream announcements. He spoke of the history, the victims, the unsolved mysteries. He promised his viewers an unforgettable night, a journey into the heart of darkness. As the night began, Rafik settled into Room 309, his camera rolling, his microphone hot. Initially, the experience seemed disappointingly uneventful. The room was just an old hotel room, albeit one with a heavy, oppressive silence. He narrated the typical old hotel ambience, the faint, unsettling creak of floorboards from unseen passages, the occasional flicker of the ancient overhead light. He tried to conjure atmosphere, but the true terror remained elusive. His chat buzzed with impatient viewers, some urging him on, others expressing skepticism. Rafik maintained his composure, assuring them that patience was key in paranormal investigations. He waited, listening intently to the silence. Then, as the digital clock on his screen ticked past 3:09 a.m., the atmosphere dramatically shifted. It was subtle at first, a barely perceptible change, but undeniably present. The air grew heavy, thick with an unseen presence. The temperature in the room plummeted sharply, a sudden, icy chill that seeped into his bones. Rafik shivered, pulling his jacket tighter, his breath misting in the sudden cold. This was no ordinary draft. His camera, a state-of-the-art device, began to glitch violently. The image on his monitor flickered, distorted, then momentarily froze, displaying a chaotic mosaic of static. His live feed momentarily cut out, then struggled to reconnect. Through his sensitive microphone, faint whispers began to echo. They were barely audible, like dry leaves skittering across a forgotten grave. Rafik strained to hear, his heart beginning to pound a frantic rhythm against his ribs. The whispers coalesced, forming a chilling question that seemed to emanate from the very walls. "Why did you open the door again?" The words were laced with an ancient, profound sorrow, and an undeniable malice. Rafik, ever the showman, nervously laughed off the disturbances. He tried to convince himself, and his audience, that it was merely a prank orchestrated by his viewers, a clever bit of digital manipulation. His voice, however, betrayed a tremor of genuine fear. He attempted to regain control, to rationalize the inexplicable. He spoke directly to his chat, feigning annoyance, demanding they cease their antics. But deep down, a cold dread was beginning to take root. As Rafik continued to nervously chatter, the room's heavy wooden door slowly, deliberately, began to close on its own. It moved with an agonizing slowness, the soft click of the latch echoing like a gunshot in the sudden silence. He was trapped. On his live stream, the chat exploded. Viewers, now genuinely terrified, began spamming warnings, their digital cries of alarm flooding the screen. The sheer volume of messages was overwhelming, a torrent of digital panic. Messages like, "Someone is behind you," and a "turn around," flashed repeatedly. Rafik's eyes darted to the screen, his blood running cold as he processed the frantic pleas. He felt a prickle on the back of his neck. He slowly, reluctantly, turned around, his heart hammering against his ribs. He saw nothing. The room appeared empty, save for his equipment and the oppressive shadows. He breathed a shaky sigh of relief, thinking it was another trick. But then, his gaze fell upon the large, ornate mirror hanging on the opposite wall. The reflection it showed was not merely his own. It was a horrifying image that defied all logic and reason. Standing inches from him, directly behind his reflected form, was a shadowy woman. She was unseen directly, a phantom presence that only the mirror revealed. Her form was indistinct, yet undeniably there. Her face was a ghastly pale, devoid of life or color. Her eyes were hollow, black pits that seemed to absorb all light, all hope. They stared out from the reflection with an ancient, bottomless despair. Her neck was twisted at an unnatural, grotesque angle, a silent scream of agony frozen in time. A chilling, malevolent aura radiated from her reflected image, a palpable sense of pure, unadulterated evil. The woman in the mirror was a specter of pure terror, a manifestation of the inn's dark history. Rafik could feel her presence, a cold breath on his neck, even though his direct vision showed only an empty room. The live stream abruptly cut to static, a sudden, jarring end to the broadcast. The screen went black, leaving millions of viewers in stunned silence, their frantic chat messages frozen in time. The connection was severed, the horror left unresolved. The next morning, hotel staff, alerted by the sudden cessation of the stream and Rafik's failure to check out, cautiously approached room 309. They found the room empty, eerily silent, save for the hum of abandoned electronics. Rafik was gone. The only thing left behind was his camera, still recording, its red light blinking ominously. It lay on the floor, pointed towards the spot where Rafik had last stood. The staff retrieved the camera, hoping for answers. They played back the footage, their faces paling as they witnessed the final, horrifying moments. The last frame captured was a still image, burned into their minds. It showed Rafik, motionless, staring directly into the lens, his eyes wide with unspeakable terror. But it was the reflection in the mirror behind him that truly chilled them to the bone. The shadowy woman was still there, her twisted neck and hollow eyes fixed on Rafik. And on her ghastly pale face, a slow, malevolent smile spread, a silent, triumphant grin of pure evil. Room 309 was sealed once more, its door bolted, its windows boarded. The Hillcrest Inn closed its doors again, its dark reputation cemented forever. No one dared to enter that room again. But the haunting did not end. Every year, on the same date, the light in room 309 flickers on, a solitary beacon in the abandoned inn. It glows faintly, a chilling reminder of the terror within. And from behind the sealed door, a faint voice can be heard, whispering into the desolate silence. It is a voice filled with an ancient, chilling glee, repeating the same two words, over and over, "We're still recording."